Hello, hello, hello. This is Akua here, and today I have a very different show. Um, oh, sorry. Okay. Uh, Let me just. Oh, apologies. The live stream is just coming through. Oh, it's never done that before. I'm totally at a loss because it doesn't normally do that. Um, Hi, Jen. Okay, I'm going to turn off this link. Okay, and so I am assuming I am still live on Facebook. It's just that yes, I it's not on my computer. So huge apologies. Let me just get it up on my phone. That's really weird. So Facebook have changed their Zoom to live interface. And so that was really weird. Normally it would be on and I wouldn't get that live feedback at the same time. So apologies because I'm just making sure that it is actually running. Yes, it is actually running. Brilliant. Okay. Hi, my name is Akua Fossigne, and very soon I'm going to be joined by my partner in Ghana, Fulira Seidu, Madame Fulira, skincare and hair care formulator, as we call it in Ghana. And really, this Zoom webinar conversation is to tell you all about the process of being able to import goods from Ghana to the UK. So we have two sides to the business, which is the arts and crafts and hair care and raw ingredients like shea butter, cocoa butter, black soap, oils, all of that kind of thing. And then we also offer space in our container that is coming from Ghana to the UK. And so we've got those two going on. So we can bring your things over and you can also order things from us. And the reason why we wanted to do this, Fulera will be on with us and we'll be able to have a look around her studio where she makes her soaps and shampoos and all of that kind of stuff. She's just in a taxi on her way back because Ghana is 1 hour behind the UK. So I put 7 p.m. and me and her were just chatting. Everybody's 7 o'clock, but it was 7 o'clock for every region. So she'll be on soon. So just to tell you a little bit about us. So everybody knows my name is Equio Fusigne. Fulira is one of my oldest friends that I met when I moved to Ghana. And we met through, in Ghana, we have associations for different professions, especially artisan professions. If you're an artisan and you're not in an association, it's actually quite hard because in the association is where you learn about standardization, you learn about exports and this kind of thing. So to give a little bit of a background of the export space in Ghana, how it works is you have two sectors. There's traditional export products and then what they call non-traditional export products. Traditional export products are the products that go to the multinationals. So that's gold, silver, oil, those kind of things. And that's very much markets prices are set abroad, like cocoa. So cocoa price, I think cocoa prices are set in the UK, gold prices are set in America, go figure. So those are traditional exports. And when it comes to non-traditional exports, that's the artisan sphere. So that's your shea butter, black soap, coconut oil, moringa oil, hibiscus oil. And these prices are set in-house or in Ghana. That's how those work. So what the Ghanaian government does is the traditional exports, because that's very much the international kind of trade, that's quite out of the hands of the ordinary Ghanaian. But the non-traditional sector is a massive, massive, massive sector in Ghana, because all the basket weavers, I mean, the bulgur baskets are a massive, massive, massive export revenue for the country, and provide a lot of people in the north of Ghana with work. It's the same thing with the shea butter market. So what the Ghanaian government has done really since the time of Nkrumah was to encourage different sectors to have these associations. And then what happens is training comes down through the different associations. So in terms of shea butter, we have the Shea Butter Alliance, and the Shea Butter Alliance gives training both to the women who pick shea nuts in the north of Ghana, and also to training to people like us who also what they call add value to the shea butter. Add value is when we mix the shea butter with oils to make different types of creams. We use shea butter in shampoos and soaps. They call that adding value, because then, you know, there's extra money in there for the people in that sector. And it's the same thing with the bulgur baskets from the north of Ghana, for wood carving, all of those sectors. And what that's enabled artisans to do is to be able to offer a consistency of quality. Now, if you're just an ordinary person from the UK or even in Ghana, and if you're not in the artisan, as in the creators, the makers sector, you don't see the associations because there's no signs anywhere. I think now some associations have Facebook pages. They very rarely have a website. I think ACNAG, which is the association that Fulera and I are members of, we were talking about doing a website like 6 years ago, and I don't think we ever did get around to doing a website. But I think ATAG is Aid to Artisans Ghana. Aid to Artisans was, it was an international development thing that came around Ghana during the time of Clinton. And a lot of Ghanaian handicraft sector came under Aid to Artisans, who really helped with standardization and taught craft workers also how to price their goods. Because what happens if you've been to somewhere like Ghana or anywhere in West Africa, I would say, to buy stuff, people think they need to haggle. So if I just get this, if someone's selling this in the market, let's say they say it's a cedi, someone from the UK or abroad might say, oh, I'll give you 50 pesos. And the person, they'll argue against it, because actually in places like Ghana, people are not making 100% profit on what they're selling. So if somebody is selling, if you know that the rough price of something is a cedi, the chances are they are paying 80 pesos for it. They're only making a profit of 20 pesos. So what this used to lead to in the past was somebody might get a massive order, let's say for drums, and they said the price of the drums. The person giving the order has argued and argued and argued. The person making the drums is so desperate for the order, let's say 100 pieces, that they agree to a price that's less than what they can make it for. And then what happens is they'll get a deposit. they'll make maybe half of the drums, and then they come back and they say there isn't enough, or they disappear. And this kind of led to a lot people in the artisan space having a bad reputation. And it's important for buyers abroad to understand that most creatives back home are not making 100% profit. So before you buy anything, if you're actually going, you know, in country, if you're going to Ghana to buy, or Nigeria, it's good to get a rough idea of what the market price is. And if you go through the associations, then you will get a rough idea of what the price should be, so that if you are negotiating with somebody, you know what the real margins are. But if you go through an association, people have had workshops on pricing, so they normally will not do that kind of thing because they rely on export. So shea butter, black soap are brilliant examples of that, where pretty much everybody involved in that space is has been trained. And so the price is pretty standard. And like, we don't ask for discounts in those things because we know what the price should be. And in fact, if you are buying something and somebody promises you a price that's really way lower than what you found out is the market value, the chances are they're not going to be able to do it for you. Chances are they're not in an association. Chances are you could be buying almost anything. So it is important. The main organization who are brilliant in Ghana for anything that you want to buy. You can ask us, you can drop me a message, you can drop Fleur a message, whatever you want to buy in Ghana, we can help you find the association that you should go through, or you can go through the Ghana Export Authority, and you can look them up online, and there's a telephone number and email. And the Ghana Export Authority, they will help you to locate, well, they'll tell you the associations to do with the group of artisans that you want to work with. So if you're looking at buying drums, anything to do with wood, there's quite a lot of wood carving, musical instruments, or like the stools, the Asante stools. There's a lot of associations around that. And if you go through the Ghana Export Authority, they will give you the names and numbers normally of the president and vice president of those associations. If you're in Ghana, then normally the Ghana Export Authority, in their offices, they actually have they always have a bit of a mini, almost like an exhibition of different artifacts that people are making. It changes. So if you go and you don't see beads, it doesn't mean there's no beads around. It's just that they're not displaying beads. But depending on what it is, they'll give you the names of the associations, where they are in the country. So like if you're going for beads, the crobble beads, then you would go through the Ghana Export Authority, let's say. There's bead dealers in Kumasi, Asante area. The biggest bead market is in Koforidua. And that's the region around there where the traditional Ghanaian beads, the glass, recycled glass beads, are made. And you've got quite, there's about 2 or 3 big factories there that make beads. TK Beads is one of them, but you can literally go to the bead making market in Koforidua, and that's very widely written about. So you can actually go online, just put in bead market in Ghana and Koforidua, the days, can't remember the days now. If once Fuller's on, she can actually tell us. I feel like it's a Thursday and a Saturday, something like that. But you can go to the bead market and you can buy beads there. And because the whole market is there, the prices once again are pretty standard. So you don't have to worry too much. And you can also pick up antique beads there, and you can also pick up beads from the rest of West Africa there as well. So you've got that kind of thing. So if you're in the Accra area, you'd go up to Koforidua to deal in beads. And then, or if you are in Kumasi near the center, there's lots of bead centers in the Asante region as well. So once again, you can go through the Ghana Export Authority, and they will tell with beads, because it's such an old industry, you actually have bead queens. So they will tell you, if you're looking at buying quantity, they will tell you who the bead queens are in the different regions of the country. So you can choose to actually go directly to a bead queen, and sometimes what they can do is what the associations do. So they'll invite their members to come, and they can, if you're a big buyer, they can put on a selection for you to choose from. And when I was with ACNAG in Ghana, this used to happen quite a lot, where buyers would come in from abroad and they would go to ATAG, and ATAG would contact us, creatives. Let's say one of the companies that I did samples for is the big company that owns TK Maxx. It's got another big name, and that buyer was looking at buying handicrafts, fabric handicrafts across everything. So with that, what ATAG used to do was they put out a call out, and all of us makers who wanted to, we would go and you set up like a mini kind of stall, and then the buyers have a look and they sort everything out with ATAG. And because of the training that we had, everybody's pricing was well sorted out. You know, they help you to be able to price for your labor, price for your material, so you're not pricing yourself out, and so also that you know your profit margin. And one of the stories I often tell is we had a massive electricity problem in Ghana, and the cost of production for myself, I had a bag making workshop, went up by 30%. And I was going to get a really big order from one of these huge American firms. And I worked out that I would only make 25 cents on each bag, but they were going to be paying me, I think it was $7 or $8 a bag. So I realized that actually if one bag goes wrong, you know, it would just cost me too much. So because I'd had training about pricing, it was really easy for me to say, I can't take that deal, you know, and it didn't matter how many thousands. But I know that before the time of the associations, people would kind of take on an order that was like a container full of pottery, and they would only be making 20 cents each. So you can imagine if anything goes wrong, you've lost a whole heap of money. So that's what makes going through the associations or the Ghana Export Authority, whatever you want to look at, really, really, really good. So I cannot praise them enough for the trainings that they give people. So yeah, Ghana Export Authority, ATAG. So ATAG is ATAG. ATAG is on Facebook. I'm not sure if their website is super active. They used to have a wonderful, wonderful office and shop and media lab in Trade Fair in Accra. And they also had, the shop had stuff from all the makers all over Ghana. But unfortunately, it burnt down about 4 years ago, and we actually lost the creator of ATAG in Ghana, which was just devastating to the craft sector, because Madame Bridget was such a powerhouse. If you've been to Ghana before, you may have gone to Kumasi, the cultural centre. And cultural centre was actually built by Madame Bridget's father. And that's how much they've been in arts and crafts and championing that sector for so long. So she was somebody who could get meetings with any president, with any tourism minister. And unfortunately she's not around now, so things are a little bit difficult, but ATAG are still online through Facebook. One of the main people is called Godwin, so if you go on there, you can go to Godwin, and not only can they introduce you to makers in whatever sector you're thinking about, but they can, like us, they can do your packaging, they can also do your shipping, but they are much bigger than us. They can ship anywhere in the world that you want your goods going to, and they're so professional. So yeah, cannot sing the praises of ATAG enough. So I see Fulera has come into the room, so I'm just going to find her. And oh yes, so she's just joining. She's in the waiting room. I think I've let her in actually. Oh, she's just when she comes on. So with the different associations that run everything at the moment, these organizations are growing because of new products that are also coming in. So Ghana's really leading the way at the moment with Moringa. So not only is Ghana growing Moringa for the seeds, for the leaves, making the powder, making the oil, people like Fulera have been involved with government schemes and ATAC schemes to also add value to Moringa by making soaps. They make so many things now with Moringa, and it's the same thing with oyster mushrooms. They're doing oyster mushroom vinegar, oyster mushroom wine, oyster mushroom hot pepper sauce. Like you go to some of these exhibitions that they have now, and it's really amazing. And where Fuller and I really come in is the whole time I was in Ghana and I met Fulera and we were working and traveling around, I just realized that I know loads of makers abroad from the diaspora would love to be doing business directly with Africans. And even though the internet is everywhere, unfortunately, it's still so hard to find people. So that's really where Fuller and I have kind of put ourselves, even though there's bigger organizations like ATAG, like the Ghana Export Authority, they're not doing lives, they're not constantly putting out videos to assure people of that there is a way of doing things so that things can be tracked. There is a way of doing things so that there's standardization. There is a way of doing things so that, you know, you're not going to get ripped off. And that's the biggest thing really that we want to put out for people to realize is if you do things through associations, you're okay. That's it. You do it through the Ghana Export Authority, you're okay. You don't have to worry. And I can see Abby Oshu is here, so I'd love for you to know that I found out recently that there is actually somebody in Ghana making, and I always get this word a bit wrong, ilang ilang, oil, essential oil in Ghana, and they're doing about 3 different essential oils that you don't normally associate with Ghana. So that's really exciting, really exciting for us because it's not something that is traditionally something that was happening in Ghana. And I hear that there's a few more essential oils now that people are doing. I'm just trying to find out what associations they are members of at the moment. And right, so if Fulbert is here, I'm trying to get her so that we can see her picture. Okay, maybe I need to go like gallery view and pin. Madame Fulera, is your video on? Because I can't see you. Apologies, everyone. I'm just trying to get Fu so that I think her internet's really unstable. Yeah, it looks like she's come off again. So she might have to join us with her phone. So, whoops, sorry. Let me put the pin back on here. So I was hoping, Fulira, we could get her just so that she could actually show us some of the soaps and the other products that we actually have in-house. And new products that we have. So if you've subscribed to any of our lists, then you've seen that we do shampoos, conditioners. I think we have about 12 or 15 different soaps, and there's the creams, all of those things. Because Fulera is a formulator, you can actually also say to Fulera, actually, I want a cocoa butter base, but I want this and this and this and this added to it, depending on what kind of formulations that you want. So once I get Fulera on, she can talk a bit more about that. Fulera is also involved in, there's a big recycling and upcycling community where Fulera is in Kokrobite. And one of the pioneers of that is a lady from the Kokrobite Institute. And she actually puts on workshops. Oh, poor Fu, she's trying to get on, but every time I let her in, the thing, her connection goes down again. Let's hope this time it stays. Ah, yeah, it says it's connected. And Fulera and her are actually involved in doing glass recycling projects. Yes, so many things there. So when she's on, she'll talk a bit more about that. And there's also there's an artist who's in our ACNAG, who's actually winning international awards with her furniture making that's all made from recycled stuff, car tires, empty gallon stuff. And she's making amazing stuff, and she's not even the only one. Another sector that's huge in Ghana, but even Ghanaians don't know about, is cane furniture. Loads of the cane furniture you see in IKEA comes from Ghana. And I always tell the funny story of my uncle. We have an Uncle Ruckus in our family who, you know, he's probably as racist as a Black person can be. And I thought it was really funny when I went to their place in Ghana and they were showing off about their cane furniture from IKEA. And I was saying to them, not only was it made in Ghana, I actually know the studio that made it. And it turned into such a big argument that we took out the cushions and turned the thing over to show them the label that it was made in Ghana. So there's a lot of things that you can get in Ghana. Here she is. Hello, Fulera, how are you? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, you have to unmute yourself, Fu.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very well. So how are you? Oh, the screen has frozen.
Hello.
Hi, yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing? I know sometimes my son says you have to rig up two, like a phone and a laptop. That I do not understand, to boost the signal. So hopefully Fu is going to do that, because I think she had to do that the last time we did a live together. Oh, and she's dropped off again. So I'll tell you how Fulera and I met while she's trying to come back on. Um, I used to go to Ghana to buy. If gosh, this was 1996. I went to Ghana as an adult for the first time since we left when we were children. And I went straight to ATAG because at that stage, ATAG was being, as I was saying, really highly funded through the Americans. And I went to ATAG and I told them what I wanted to buy. And at that stage, I was buying drums, small musical instruments, beads, and the actual Ghana tie and dye, the cotton tie and dye back in those days. And ATAG took me around, introduced me to different makers. I did all my ordering through them, and then they shipped it all to the UK. And I carried on buying from them for a good kind of 10 years when I was going backwards and forwards. When I stopped doing music festivals, a little while after that, I moved to Ghana and I opened up my workshop where I was making bags and clothes for people. That's when I joined the ACNAG, which is the ATAG organization for craft makers. So I went from buying through ATAG to creating and getting their training, marketing, all of that kind of stuff. When I joined, I think on my second meeting was when Fulera was voted in as president of ACNAG, which is for the makers. So if I the actual what ACNAG stands for so long is ATAG Craft Network Association of Ghana. Yeah, that's what ACNAG is. So she was voted in president, and I became like her unofficial, as we got to know each other, PRO for the years that she was there. And Fulera's reign became legendary because the ATAG presidency is normally supposed to go on for just 2 years, but Fulera, nobody wanted her to go. So even though now I think she's finally managed to get away from ACNAG, when I speak to her, she still seems to be organizing a lot of stuff. And what was really cool about Fuller's reign was she got on so well with Madame Bridget, and knocked heads at the same time with Madame Bridget. But between the two of them, what they were really good at was battling for more resources for the handicraft and artisan sectors. So in that time, we went to the New York Canal trade fair through the Ghana government. The more experienced people, they went to China. There's a massive trade fair that happens in Germany, and the really big exporters, they go there. Some people have been going with the Ghanaian government for like over 20 years, and the Ghana government pays for your stand. So that's how I met Fulera. And we used to travel together because we were smaller exporters. We used to travel together to the Africa ones. So we went to Burkina Faso for CIO. And what we're hoping to do is the next CIO next October, we will actually organize a buyer's trip so that we can help people to go to Burkina Faso. CIO is Africa's, Fuller is saying, let me in. Fu, I'm not seeing where you are. There you are, there you are. Okay. I've let you in now. CIO is Africa's biggest handicraft trade fair. There's stuff there from all over Africa. So the cool thing about CIO is the fact that you can be in Burkina Faso, which is the next country above Ghana, and you can buy from people from Senegal, Kenya, South Africa, Madagascar. You can do all your buying there, and we will take care of the logistics of getting your stuff from Burkina Faso into Ghana onto a ship to the UK. So that's something that we'll talk some more about. But now we have you back.
The network is not as good as I wanted it to be, so it keeps going on and off.
Totally, totally. So I've talked enough. So I want you to tell everybody about what you do and what you do for ACNAG, and also now that you're not president, but you're still, we won't let you go. That's it. You're there for life. Tell us about ACNAG, and I'm going to just keep sharing the video while you're talking. So I'm going to pin your video so people see you more than me while I'm just sharing the video around the other groups. So you can start talking.
Okay, so hello everybody. Hello from Ghana. Hello from Kokrobite, where I reside. My name is Fulera Sedu. So I'm sure I was born into art, like everybody else. I love nature. And so I took it to the next level by developing my interest in the craft business. So yes, I joined Aid to Artisans Ghana 2009. So it's been 12 years. And that was like school for me because I learned so much. There were workshops, there were travel for exhibitions, there was business travels to go to seminars to see what other people in other countries were doing. So that's how I developed myself. And I love to create. So I make jewelry, I make interior deco, I make, just name it, anything craft, I am there. I also like to collect, like Akua said, we traveled a couple of times together to go to other African countries to collect their crafts and bring to Ghana or take to other places, ship to other places. So it's been an amazing journey with the craft industry in Ghana, and it's still ongoing. We are
Oh, it looks like Fulera's live stream has.
And so as an intermediary, I call myself. When I became the president of the Aid to Artisans Crafts Network Association, what I stood out to do for my colleagues was to coordinate. And I did that very well. I am still doing it, even though I am no longer the president of the association. But hey, it's become part of me. So I coordinate export, I coordinate networking, I would say, for the artisans to, link them up to other buyers, other creatives, so that we can come together to collaborate in order to build the crafts industry. So, and we have in the association, we have from bead makers from scratch, from the people who crush glass, the recycling, bit of it, they crush glass, they blow the glass into flower vases, and we have the pottery, the people on the pottery who make different pots, amazing pots. We have the basket people, we have the wood work people, we have the carvers, we have, and it's on and on and on and on and on. So what I stand out to do is mostly to look out for buyers and connect these other artisans who are in the rural areas, especially. They do not know how to market. They don't know anybody outside of even their communities, not just outside of Ghana, but they don't know buyers outside of their community. So it could be in the capital. If they are in the rural area, they didn't know how to reach out to a business person in the capital so that they could sell to them or show them what they do. So I took that responsibility to reach out to people in the capital first, and then outside of Ghana to link these artisans who have amazing, 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 beautiful products, but do not know how to get it out to the world. I think you are muted, Akua. I can't hear.
Sorry, I was just saying thank you. That is great. And I'm just going to pin you again. Let me remove the pin from me so I can pin you again, because I would love for us to start seeing. Oh, now I've got, oh, here you are. I'd love for you to start showing us the products that you make. And then if you can tell us about, you know, your formulations, the oils, and whichever end you want to start, either with the natural products or the arts and crafts, whichever end you want to start, you can start to share.
Okay, so as you remember, Akua, I made soap over 10 years ago.
Yes.
But I didn't have the the confidence to step out to sell. And so, as we shared the other day, we took that trip, that long, risky but amazing trip we took to go to Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
And then on the bus, by killing boredom, we spoke about a lot of things.
Yes.
And that was when I said to you, oh, well, I know how to make soap. I would like to do A, B, C, and D. And you were such a big resource for me. I still have those notes and all the responsibilities assigned to the various, you know, people and activities. So I like to tell you that I didn't stop. I kept hope alive. And you remember when we traveled to Benin?
Yes, yes.
So this rich soap I had made, honey. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. And nobody bought.
Oh my God. If people only knew, that was the most interesting festival we ever did. Big festival, and nobody came.
And nobody came, you know. And I had to carry all this soap from Benin back to Ghana. But I tell you, I didn't do that because I knew the quality of soap I was making. And I knew with time, nature is like that. It comes with time. It takes time for people to sink into nature, you know. So I kept hope alive. And I'm proud to tell you that in the COVID, and as I speak to you now, I've made the 11,000 soaps from the COVID.
Yes.
As we talk now, presently.
Yeah.
So I decided I took interest in our black soap. Simply because I've been wondering the process of making black soap.
Yeah.
What in black soap makes it cure the body, heal the body?
Yes.
I know people can attest to, oh, black soap, it heals the body, it feels good. It took away my blemishes. It took away my rash. I decided to take a research.
Yes.
I decided to make it part of me. I became very passionate about black soap.
Yes.
And black soap is just 2 ingredients. 2. And that is oil and, 3, because there's water. So that is oil, water, and potash, the cocoa pod or plantain peels.
Yes.
One of them.
Yes.
And at the moment, we have more cocoa pod ash, which is the potash, than we have plantain. So when I see people write plantain as the ingredients, I say, because we don't have so much plantain coming together as cocoa is. Because cocoa is done at certain places of the country, and the pods are always found in these communities at huge quantities.
Yeah.
Now, you have your potash, that is burnt cocoa pods.
Yes.
Have water and you have oil. It could be palm kernel oil, it could be palm oil, it could be shea oil, it could be coconut oil. And just these three ingredients coming together. And I tell you, black soap, I feel so pity for black soap, the process, because it goes through heat, a lot of heat. So then I asked myself, after putting her, I describe black soap as a woman, I'm sorry. But she goes through all of this stress. And yet, she comes out very strong. Heals the body. And what I found out about black soap is the longer it stays, the more it ages, the older it gets, the better it becomes. So this is how I put it. I say black soap is an art piece. The older she gets, the more beautiful and relevant she becomes.
Yes.
And that is black soap for you. Because every soap has to cure.
Yeah.
And to cure means that all the harshness in the soap evaporates.
Okay.
The potash will cause evaporation in the soap, the chemical reaction.
Yeah.
Now, it evaporates and the soap becomes very neutral. So the kind of black soap I make is already cured soap.
Right.
To make cured soap means huge investment. Your overheads are high.
Yes.
Because if I have 1,000 kilos of black soap sitting to cure for a month, 2 months, and 3 months, ready to go on a baby's skin.
Yes.
That is already a lot of money sitting. So people usually won't put that money sitting because they are thinking about short-term goals and not the long-term.
Yes.
In my case, I am thinking about long-term. How do I keep my customers or my clients coming back to me over the years?
Yes.
And all of that is in the way I produce and make my products. So I took that research very seriously, and I realized that black soap is actually the best soap we can have, only when it is cured.
Yes.
So we have babies. People come to ask me, who do you make soaps for? Is it for adults? I said no. My soaps can go on babies. It can go on young children. It can go on the adolescents, to the teen, to the middle-aged woman, to the oldest.
Yes.
Because they are very cured soaps.
Yeah.
So, and then I also add shea butter.
Yeah.
Because you need that moisture on your skin when you finish bathing. Not everybody likes to apply oil or creams after they have washed their body. So we make sure that we have shea in the soap so that you can have that moisture on your skin.
Yeah.
And then I also decided to go into the oils because, as you know, coming from the northern part of Ghana, that is where we have all these carrier oils, believe me. Apart from coconut, palm kernel, and palm oil, from baobab oil to neem oil to shea oil to hibiscus oil, all of these are only found in the northern part of Ghana, where I am fortunate to have come from. And I said, why not? So I started to look into those oils too, and I realized these are just natural oils that heals the skin naturally. Don't need to add anything to any of these oils. You don't need to mix them. You can just have them. So we decided to invest in people who were already into that kind of production, but didn't have the resources to go into large quantities or large productions.
Right.
So we decided to get communities that were already doing, especially women who were already making neem oil. And then we say, okay, what do you need? You need to make it more. And they say, oh, I don't have money. I can't make more. I can only make a gallon at a time. I say, okay, so here I'm buying 10 gallons, but here, have the money so that you can make more. And this woman, I am grateful and happy to say, I mean, we touched their lives. And I mean, they are helping us to reach out to the world. And so we give back to them by supporting them.
Yes, yes. And I think that's definitely one of the things that anytime I've worked with you, we've done any markets, we've done any of the association activities, I feel like if Ghana has a heartbeat, the heartbeat are the artisans, because it's the artisans. Like if you go to Iran in the Asante region where they make all the drums and the wooden stuff, people will not believe that these guys still, when they go to cut the trees for the drums, are still praying to the ancestors before they cut every single.
That's right. They ask for permission actually.
Yes. Yes.
From their ancestors. Yeah.
Yes. Totally.
It's a cultural thing. You need to. They see them as living.
Yes.
And so if and most of in these days they don't really have to go and cut their trees, because that is also becoming a threat to the environment. So the trees will be cut down anyway, somehow by some means. So what they, out of their education, the sensitization of preserving the environment, what they now do is they go into the forest and look out for cut-offs.
Right.
And I say, because I use cow horns to make jewelry as a recycle, what I say is I am bringing life back into that cow horn that was going to go into the dumping site. That wouldn't have gone rotten. Get mixed into the soil. It will be there for years. So that dead cow horn has been brought back to life. And to continue serving humanity. And I guess it's the same thing with the wood. So they go in there and they bring these dead woods and they bring back life into it by making amazing products. They carve out of them. They make deco, they make furniture. And I see that as bringing life back into this waste that
we were creating. Now I can see you have a paga or bulgur basket sitting in that wooden.
Is it very close enough, or you want me to go close? It's such a beautiful basket.
Yeah, so show us the basket, because that's.
So I visited Avia last 2 months, and I got this Unity.
Yes.
So I got the.
Oops! Oh dear.
It's okay. I'll just get the basket here.
Okay.
And so just to show you this beautiful basket, it's like a drum.
Yeah. I love it. This is really unusual. It's a new design.
It's a very unusual basket. And then I have the Unity.
Yes.
This is, I trust me, you haven't seen this kind of Unity. It's the typical Ashanti olden day head with the flat.
The flat back of the head. Yes.
That's right. So I got this from Avia, from the wood people.
Right.
Because I was there to visit them to do a research years ago. And last 2 months I was there, and it was sad because COVID had, broken them apart.
Right.
So I went around the shops. I said, what can I do for you? Okay, I may not have a buyer now, but I can support, because I know definitely I can show this well and better and to a more bigger crowd
Yes.
than they would. And this is a tall one. It's, you see, I'm sitting on a stool and it's
Yeah.
actually there. It's not the small ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
as you would know me, I decided to sit my basket on it.
Yeah.
And this is so, so amazing. You can have a
Yeah.
closer look. It's an
Yeah.
amazing basket. So this is the new baskets we have from Ghana. Of course, we are all motivated by or inspired by other ones that we have seen, but this I
Yeah.
tell you is amazing.
It's
And then
lovely. It's an
yeah,
unusual one.
and then I have this is Mr. Guess Who?
Hey, I know, Mr. Lovey.
Yes, and this is
Yeah.
an antique pot. This pot
Yeah.
is amazing. So I also collect all these products and keep in my house, as you can see on my wall,
Yes.
just so that when people come to my house, they can see. And probably I'll get businesses for these artisans who are in the local or rural area. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, one of the things that we really, really hope to do is once this container is actually on the sea, which is going to happen. I spoke to Rosemary today, and she was saying, yeah, the container we're doing at the moment, the doors are going to close on the 25th. Bang,
Oh,
25th of May, the doors are closed on this container, and it
okay.
leaves
So we
Accra.
have to be packing really
Yeah,
fast.
well, you've done a brilliant job because you've
Yes,
packed all of our orders.
yes. I'm done with everybody's orders. And you see this basket.
Oh, this is cool.
This is a bulgur basket. I decided to pass the crocheting thread, the cotton thread too,
Uh-huh.
just to create something different. So you see thread
Yes,
inside. That's right.
yes, yes, yes,
So we are beginning. Change is coming.
yes,
It's
yes.
difficult to bring change to these people because they are used to one system of
Es- Especially
exact
the baskets.
the baskets.
Oh my
So
God. Yes, we were around. Do you remember when Madame
oh,
organized for these Indians to
India.
come to
That's
do
right.
this collaboration? And it was hard work because
Yeah.
the basket weavers are not 24-hour basket
No,
weavers.
no.
Would you like to tell
They are
us about how it
yeah,
works?
because they are seasonal.
Yes.
When it is raining season, of course, the straws are coming up,
Mhm.
and so they will go into farming and planting food.
Yeah.
When raining season is going down, that is when the straw becomes more popular and ready to harvest,
Hmm.
and then they go back into weaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for lack of capital, I would say
Hmm.
they are not able to be consistent
Hmm.
because it takes money to be able to store raw materials for production throughout the year.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you want to have baskets all year, you need to really, really, really invest in them
Yes.
so that they can. Okay, I think there's a question. How can I purchase your soap? Somebody put a question.
Ah, okay. I can send you the price list
Yeah.
still because Madame Fulera has been so on it that literally as the orders were coming in, she and her people were
We're
making.
making, that's right.
Yeah, and we've been sharing the process, sharing the video. Poor Fu, every morning I'm saying to her, more videos, more videos, more videos.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah,
I just keep so much to myself. I don't share my videos. I don't share my work. I don't, and that was very helpful.
yes, yeah.
I just
And
like to myself. I don't know.
well, it's, I think in Ghana, we're so used to doing things that way, but
Yeah,
what I can really see is we have to take advantage of the internet
that's
because
right.
there are so many of the diaspora and beyond. It's not just
That's
the
right.
Black people
That's
who want
right.
to do business with us.
That's
There's a
right.
lot of people who want to do business directly with Africans, but they don't see us online. You
No,
know, they don't
they
know
don't.
what we do. And so the pictures have been really, really good. The videos have been really good for
So
people to
I just
actually
put a
see.
little display here.
Yeah, why don't you bring some products forward?
Oh, I have the products right here
Ah,
with me.
brilliant. Okay.
So we just did our men's collection. So we have the set for men, and this is some aftershave cream,
Uh-huh.
and this is a beard oil that comes with it.
Yeah,
And then we have the hand cream for men. So
yeah,
we have a whole collection, and then we have the shampoo and shower gels for men.
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
we also have the hair growth cream. This is our latest Food and Drugs Board approved product. It's the
Fantastic.
hair growth. And you remember this did so well and is still doing very well in the
Yes.
francophone countries
Yes.
because they like to have a lot of hair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not a magical product. It doesn't grow the hair overnight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what it does is that because it has ingredients that would enhance or give you moisture on
Mm-hmm.
your scalp,
Yeah.
it prevents dandruff and it prevents dryness. And once you're able to stop the dandruff and the dryness from your hair,
Mm-hmm.
it grows the hair.
Right. Right.
Because when you have a dry scalp, it means you are not feeding the scalp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Moisture is food to the scalp, and that is
Mm-hmm.
what aids growth. So it's
Right.
not magic, but it
Yeah.
aids
Yeah.
some form of growth. And then we have our black soap, our super 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 black soap gel. This is 500 ml
Yes. Yeah.
container,
This is very popular
and
in our house from the
yes,
time you gave to my mum.
that's
Anytime
right.
something comes from Ghana, and you know, because my mum's a Santi, she can't say Fulira. She says it. So it's like, oh, you must say thank you to your friend Fulila. It's like, oh, mummy.
Yes, that's how the Ashanti school called me, Fulela. Yeah. And this is our paste. This is black
Mhm.
soap paste. And then we have our rose
Beautiful.
petals on the surface. So this is pure black soap. And usually we'll keep it pure
Mhm.
and a little scented with pure peppermint oil because peppermint and black soap they are in love. They make
Okay.
your bath very beautiful and it feels very good on the skin. Then we have our oils. So this is the hair growth oil. So
Mhm.
this has hibiscus,
Mhm.
and you can read more about hibiscus oil. It's one of the most scarce oils.
Ah,
So it's our local sobolo, the local hibiscus in Ghana
yeah.
that we use to make sobolo. The
Mm.
seed, this oil is from the seed. So this
Right.
has neem oil, it has hibiscus oil, it has shea oil, and
Mhm.
all of this would aid growth because they will moisturize your scalp. So that
Yes.
is what they do. And then
Mm.
we also have bulk oils, carrier oils for sale, like baobab oil, and these are pure oils because people buy oils for different purposes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can't go and mix oils, tell people it's pure because you never know what they want to use them for.
Yes.
For
Yes.
instance, neem oil. Neem oil worldwide is a healer.
Mhm.
If you go to places like India,
Mhm.
that is what they have as medicine for the skin, for the hair, for the teeth, for almost everything bacteria.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
So we
Yes.
don't mix the oil, they're pure oil. Moringa is pure, hibiscus is pure because people will buy them for different reasons. And these are also edible oils.
Yes.
So you don't want to poison somebody's oil because you want more money.
Mhm.
So we look at the long term to doing business with people so that we
Yeah.
can have our customers coming back because they trust what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's really where I've seen you just build up the business from, you know, where you were living before, near the water and just
The
making
river.
everything, yeah, near the river. and
Yeah.
just making everything in the sitting room area and just out there, to
That's
now
right.
having this big compound and the
Yeah, that's
machinery
right.
and
There are machines. Yes, yes.
yeah,
It's quite
yeah.
that we have we have a machine that can make between 500 to 1,000 bars of black, and then we can make so soaps like Moringa, honey soaps, oats, activated charcoal are not black soap. They are different soaps that you make from the scratch also.
Right.
And all of those, we are able to make between 1,000 and above in a day because we have grown, we've
Mm-hmm.
built our capacity. And from all the training I got through ATAG,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then from export promotion, before you become a member of Ghana Export Promotion
Mm-hmm.
Authority,
Yeah.
you go through the export school.
Yes.
And once you go through the export school, they teach you standards,
Yes.
what it means, how you communicate to customers worldwide, how you communicate to buyers, how to respond to your mails. And so Ghana Export Promotion teaches you standards
Yeah. Yeah.
for doing not just exporting, but for doing business. So
Yes.
if you went through the Ghana Export Promotion school system, you can only, unless you didn't follow the teachings or the activities that came out during the workshop.
Yeah.
They teach you standards, and Ghana Export Promotion, once you go through them, they are guarantors for you.
Yeah.
They can sign letters for you to do exports. And then we also have the Food and Drugs Authority. So
Mm-hmm.
now we are a licensed, skincare manufacturing company, because if you don't do that, you cannot export.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so we've gone through FDA. So we have 80% of our products certified with Food and Drugs Board. And
Mm-hmm.
each time we bring out a product, we go back there. And
Yeah.
now we are known, so it's easier. It used to
Yeah.
be difficult.
Well,
Every
I really want people to know like how the business has grown in the 6 years, because I remember just before I left Ghana, so after Ebola, and the thing is, there was a
yeah,
sequence of things, and this happens in Ghana to how over the years I've been counting, and it's about every 6 7 years. One of the ways in which the people in charge keep African countries on a certain level is every 6 7 years we start having lots of light off. There'll be and the city will go down sharp against the pound or the dollar, and we
that's right.
suffer massive inflation of 20 to
That's right.
30%.
That's right.
And this kills off a certain group of businesses. Every 5 to 7 years, a group of businesses are killed off like that. Bang, you're gone, because
That's
your
true.
business can't stand that. So I remember when you first came up with the anti-mosquito soap, and literally you didn't have the money to be able to go and get it FDA approved.
That's right.
Yeah. And,
That's
and,
right.
and to see how the business has grown in the 6 years,
That's right.
that now all these products are FDA approved. I also say this story to also really encourage the people, and even myself, who are ready to go back to Africa, to say there is growth and opportunity in Ghana, in
That's right.
Africa. There is growth and opportunity.
Yeah. So one of the strategies I have always put, knowing me, I
Mm.
never give up. I am very hopeful, and my mantra, there's no excuse to fail. That has
I'll always.
really come with me. There's no excuse to fail. So what I've realized and learned over the years is to quickly reinvest
Mm.
in raw material.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If I didn't have raw material in the
Mm.
COVID, I would have been mashed to the ground.
Right, right, right.
But the opportunity came for skincare in the COVID.
Mm.
And I had raw material
Right.
sitting here
Mm-hmm.
with the hope that buyers will come.
Yes.
And as I cited an example with the black soap, you need to cure black soap.
Yes.
So if you don't have the raw material sitting, how do you cure it?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I have believed in going step by step in the business. I know in the end the money will come, but for now, I am looking at how to build the integrity,
Yes. Yes.
the trust from buyers or
Yes.
from my clients or from my customers.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't only looking for exports. I knew there was going to come a time when in Ghana, business people will be looking out to invest in people like me by collaborating.
Yes.
And during the COVID, to tell you, I have almost 10 clients in Ghana who I make products for. So I private label for people. I what you call white labeling or private labeling.
Yes.
So you've
Yes.
seen amazing brands online in Ghana that nobody knows that I am behind those brands. It's because I had reinvested, I have believed in myself, and I had believed that if you sow a seed, it will germinate.
Yeah.
And once it germinates with good nurturing, nothing was going to kill that plant. And that is what I have always stood for. So in the 6 years that you've been away, I have gone through the down moments, I've gone through low moments, but I'm saying to myself, hey, girl, you have to make it. You will make it. Because as you know, everybody is crying on my shoulder. I am carrying everybody's issue.
Yes.
People walk to me and they think that I have magic and I'm doing well because I'm always putting up this smile. What reason? I couldn't show people my weakness or my downside. I had to keep up because if everybody is looking up to you, that's a very difficult situation to find yourself in. But that has been a motivation for me.
I think also, it's like people have been able to see your magic before even you could see your magic. And
that's true.
It's if, and obviously I don't want to put your business out there, but when I met you and you told me of your upbringing and your background and, not being brought up by your own parents, which for people, Africans and Caribbeans who know that story of displacement as a child, you really did come from nothing in
That's
that
right.
way.
That's right.
Yeah, it's right. And you can share as much or as little as you want to now, but
yes. So in Ghana we don't really talk about migrants, but finding myself in Accra, I am an object of rural urban migration. Migrated person. So I came from the north 20 something years ago, and you know my story. I had a child, and so my child was 2 years old. We knew nobody in Accra. We jumped on the bus from the north to come to Accra to look for my grandma, my paternal grandmother who had lived in Accra. I'd never met her. I didn't know her. And I say to people, if I summarize that bit of my life, I tell them, this is what that story has become.
Yeah.
And I had just 10 pesos. Now, 10 pesos is what? 10 pesos doesn't even buy.
It doesn't even exist now.
It doesn't
Can
exist.
You buy pure water?
Yes, and that's all we had to our name. And we jumped on that bus and we arrived in Accra. And I said to myself, look, having a child is not a crime. Having a child, just so that I didn't hate, my child didn't become like an object of failure to me. So I said I was going to change this whole narrative. I'm going to have this child with me, and I'm going to prove to the world or to my family that yes, I made a mistake. Yes, I agree. But my child is not my failure.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned everything around and true. And I used to say I want to prove to my family. Now I say no, I don't need to prove anything.
Mm-hmm.
All of this I did for myself.
Yes. Yes.
And for the people who depend on my shoulders. People who see me, people think I don't cry. People think I don't cry. They think, oh, Fulera, she has all the answers to our problems, be it personal, business, because and for that reason, I am always looking out for information because I know people will come looking for support from me because that's what I've become. I've become a support system.
Yes.
And so I am looking out for information. I'm looking out for businesses. And trust me, once you ask me, where can I find this? I don't hesitate because I already have the answer because I looked for the answer.
Exactly.
So I've been blessed with visualizing. I live by the now in the present.
Mm-hmm.
But for the sake of people, sometimes I live way ahead in the future because I need to bring the future back into the present so that I can be in tune with everybody who comes to me to look for support. So I am grateful. Anytime I say gratitude, I tell people I mean all the gratitude that I have preached to people because in as much as it's business, I want money, but I say I never let go of my spirituality. Never let go because I trusted in the process. I believed that if you sow a seed in a good place and nurture it well, and that has gone through in my business. It shows in the business I do. Like black soap liquid. I just realized that my sister noticed that when it is 3 p.m., I didn't look at the time when I go out to open the drums up and give them a stir and speak to them inwardly and say, you have to be good. The people you go out to serve. And I do this unconsciously. I pay attention to everything. I give meaning and life to everything I have done, be it a plant that I have. You know, I love plants. I have plants everywhere.
I know. Fuller has been talking to plants and beads and leather and the TV and the sofa.
I speak to everybody.
And I learned that from Fulera.
Yes.
And then what was so interesting with that was then when I came back to the UK, I learned about this Hawaiian traditional, like religious or spiritual system called Ho'oponopono. And Ho'oponopono says that everything has a soul. Even this hammer has a soul, and you should talk to it. So when I discovered Ho'oponopono, I thought, hey, this is what Fulera has been doing. And this is what I learned to do from you. Well, tap my sewing machine. Come on. So it's been wonderful. But I'm going to read some of the messages that's come through. And please, everybody, if you have a question, something we haven't answered, just let us know. So I'm just going to read. So yeah, we've got a lot of hello. Carol Leeming, hello, she's greeting us. And Ego says the beaches in Kokobita are amazing. They are amazing.
Yes, and I was there today.
Brilliant. And we will also, when we organize the craft buying tour of CIO in Burkina Faso, we'll also have, as part of that, a tour of Ghana for all the different handicraft areas. And you won't have to worry about stuffing things in your suitcase. We will organize the shipping back for you. Samantha says, thank you. Should appreciate that. Oh, yes, I'm going to send her the information. Yeah, I've got your email now, Samantha, so I'll send that to you. Gavino Divino says, I love your positivity, my aunties. I am British born LGBTQ plus Kenyan youth. I want to know how our elders can support us and protect us from colonial bigotry. I will say, do you know what? Imagine that colonial bigotry, racism is the stone upon which you sharpen the knife that is you. This is now how I understand this story. For those who want to, they can stand on the street and be shouting and asking their oppressor for their freedom. Those who want to do that, they want to do that. I've been there, but I've moved to a different place. And the place I've moved to now is do for self in the environment that we find ourselves in. So, you know, if you're in Britain, look for the opportunities. The same way Madame Flera in Ghana looked for the opportunities. I'm telling you, when you're working in Africa, and some of the things that can happen, I remember one time a big electricity surge broke 3 computers, my fridge, my TV, kaput, just like that, no insurance. And you have to just rise again. You have to just rise again. So, you know, let them do what they want to do. You do what you need to do, because most of the time, the internal racist is what is keeping you down. It's here. It's here. So that's where the first place to remove the racist is the one here, and then you'll fly. Ah, your volume's gone low, Fu.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's okay now. And then Carol says, she says, oh, fascinating about the positive growth in these artisan craft industries using natural products. Very inspiring and encouraging. Indeed. Ego says, you are amazing, Fulira. It's true. Abby says, a massive well done to you, Fulira. You are a blessed. Yeah, you are a blessed visionary. Samantha says, I applauded you both, such inspirational women. We are blessed with beautiful skin, Fulleras, creams and soaps from when I met her. Yeah, I'll share if you want a price list, put your email or your telephone number in the chat and I'll send it to you. Abby says, just to confirm that the essential oils you are speaking about are all pure with no additives. Is that the case, Fulira?
They are carrier oils, not essential oils. Mm-hmm. For example, shea oil, baobab oil are not essential oils. They are carrier oils. Okay. These are oils that you can drop essential oils into them to neutralize them so that you can use on the skin. So these are direct to use on the skin oils. Very safe.
Okay. Okay, brilliant. So that's good for Abby. Bright Johnson says, amazing introduction. Please send a price list and details of how to order. Please, Bright, put in your email or your telephone number and I'll capture it here so I can send you. Samantha says, I have quite a few questions about the frequency of shipments. Great question. So today I had a long meeting with our shipping partner. A lady who's been in Ghana for about 40 years. And
Rosemary.
Yeah, Rosemary is so funny because I met Rosemary when I first went to Ghana as an adult with my ex-boyfriend. Can you imagine one of these men, ex-boyfriend, on the way to Ghana? Charlie. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But the side of that was he was the one who introduced me to Rosemary. So Rosemary shipped my first container in 1996. And then, yeah. And so it's so interesting that all these decades later, we're back with Rosemary. So I spoke to her today, and this is the timeline. The next container is going to leave Ghana for the end of September to arrive in the UK in October. So as soon as this shipment is on its way, then we will start to collect again for the next shipment. And the good thing about ordering early is if you whoever's not already on our WhatsApp group, I'll add you, because you'll see as the orders come in, Madam Fulera makes everything. It's all labeled, it's all packed, it all goes to the warehouse waiting for the shipment.
This is the list of people. Abby is here, Carol is here, Asante is here, Robert is here. So I have everybody. This is a packing list.
Yeah.
And the boxes are right here. If you can see, I don't know whether you can catch.
Oh yeah, we can see some of them. Yeah.
Some of the boxes with the names on it. So this is not. I don't know whether I'm capturing it well.
Oh yeah. That's Nordica's box.
That's
yeah.
Nordica's box. So everybody's box and their price list is right here. Is ready. So I compile as the orders come, so that we don't miss out. So that's why every now and then I ask you to confirm the list so that I don't miss out on anybody's order.
Yeah.
So once you put in your order, we would do the packing, put your product. So all we are doing as a business hopeful, we are producing, because I know others will come and they might be a bit late. And so we have to make provision, especially with black soap and oils, so that all we need to do is just package them into the boxes, and then we are good to go. Yes.
Yeah. So Carol, she's interested in the prices. Yeah, Carol, I'll send that to you because I know Carol, and so I've got the products that you're interested in. So I will get that list to you today. Oh, and so as I was saying, so the next shipment will be going out the end of September, beginning of October, to get to the UK for the end of October. The next shipment after that, we're looking to be loading to leave the UK at the end of January. That will get here in February, and at the end of February. And then the last container will then be like this time again. So it will be for May ending for people to get their summer stock. We won't be sending a container June, July, August, because of the rainy season. The humidity really affects baskets.
That's right. The boxes that we pack in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And the boxes, and also just because of how the roads can be, because if we're getting shea butter, if we're getting baskets, it's coming from the north of Ghana, which is 12 hours away. So because of all those logistical things, we're not going to be shipping June, July, August. We'll let the rainy season come out of the way. Right. So it looks like we'll be doing 3 to 4 shipments a year. Right. Yeah.
So I just to mention to you, Akua, I went back to this place. You remember?
Oh, Sirigu. I love that place.
So I went back to Sirigu a month ago too. And you see this beautiful pot. So I make candles. I get the women to make this. Wonderful. And then I make, these are hand-painted little pots. And then I make candles into the pots. Brilliant. And then I sell so that I can support them. You know, they are way down in the north. They don't get to reach out to markets. Yeah. So it's one of the projects I am really doing to get them to make this pots so that I make candles. But you can also buy them as just decorative pots and containers that you can keep for your keys, for your little things. But if you want them to come with these lovely scented and unscented candles, you could also make them. So
Yeah.
just to support these women who do hand painting in Ghana.
I'm so pleased about that because Sirigu, I mean, when we take people actually for, you know, I suppose it will be our own version of a trade mission. Sirigu is such a special place. Really beautiful, really out of the way, but the architecture, so the painting people are seeing on the pots, they paint on the outsides of their buildings. It's so beautiful. I can't wait. Like I can't wait for this COVID story to be finished so we can show people the beauty that's in Ghana and West Africa. I cannot wait. And Ego, yes, we do white label. So and at the moment, and Fulera will correct me if I'm wrong, we are not doing your labels for you. So when we do white label, you can either have it in the bottle with no label, or you can buy 1 liter or 5 gallon and you do your packaging in your country. Yeah, because we're not graphic artists, and actually finalizing a design on a label is a really, really full-on process.
You already have so much to do with production of the product.
Yes. Yeah, totally. So yeah, everybody who's interested, thank you, Lena. I can see your information. So I'm just, when you see my camera, it's because I'm taking pictures of the information that comes up on the screen, so that I can make sure that I get a price list out to everybody. So Fu, what else? Oh, it says, Samantha says, am I too late for the shipment leaving at the end of the month? No, Samantha, you're not. So I will get the price list to you. And if I can have the order kind of ASAP, I was speaking to Rosemary today, and in terms of basket orders, literally, if people want baskets, that's kind of got to be tonight, tomorrow morning, because as Fulera was saying, the people who make the baskets, very few are full-time workers. They're farmers, and they just do the baskets seasonally. So when you order baskets, literally somebody's in Bolga and telling people, okay, I'll come and get some baskets, and then they're making them. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's very immediate.
Like that,
yeah. Totally. But Fulera, that new style of basket, so was that a design you took, or is it a design that people are doing now?
It's a design that people are doing now for, I mean, innovation.
I love it.
The wavy basket, they make this one. These ones are quite pricey anyway. But,
yeah.
Of course, I mean, why not? So this is a new kind of basket they make, and they are beautiful. You should see them. They are very colorful, and then functionality wise, I mean, they play a lot of roles. So I keep my little glass bottles when I go out for exhibition. And then you know how I like to display and set up my space. So I have baskets in, I mean, different forms and shapes, just to keep my display a beautiful look. And so they are the new baskets they are making now. Show you a few new ones that are a bit pricey, but hey, they are amazing to have in your space.
Excellent. So if you send me some pictures today, Fu, then I'll make sure I add them to the price list, and I put them on Facebook and Instagram and all those places. Yeah. And then I don't know, do you have any of your jewelry near you to show your jewelry?
Yes. Okay. So let me see. I just get
and Abby says, I'm coming to Ghana on June 4th. It would be great to connect with Fulera and find out more about her current projects. Absolutely. So Abby, I think I've already given you Fulera's details. So yeah, Abby, I'm sure we'll be connecting. And Fulera also runs a consultancy. So if anybody's actually looking for deeper, in-depth information about makers and regions and all of that stuff. Fulera also does that as a consultancy, and she'll be able to give you exact prices if you let her know the
Okay,
sectors
so
that you're really interested in.
so this is a cow horn,
Oh, this is beautiful.
and these are just samples you need to order for me to make, so it cannot come on this. And this
Shipment.
is our recycled phono record beads.
Oh, yes. I
And these
love
are
it.
inspired by the old record disc players.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then I have, this is brass with
Oh,
leather.
this is beautiful. Oh
Yes.
my God, I love that.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Oh,
And this is tinted bone. So this is
that's
a cow
lovely.
bone.
Mm.
Yes, this is a cow bone I tinted with henna,
Oh, that's
and then
lovely.
it has brass. So this is what we've been doing. The
Oh,
other thing I've been doing that is not very close to me is I'm beginning to preserve the old coins.
ah, right.
And
Yes.
I will send you pictures of that. So what I do is I'm
Fantastic.
collecting all the old coins from
Right.
every country all over the world. And I am making jewelry with them. I'm putting them on the cow horn rings and bracelets so that we
Fantastic.
can preserve the culture, you can
Yeah.
say, from
Yeah.
all over the world. So you
Yes.
find coins from Cote d'Ivoire, from Brazil, from Russia, and then you have all of it on your bracelet or your ring. So
Oh
that's
my
my
God.
new project for 2021,
Oh,
making preserving our old coins. And
I can't wait.
yes,
I
very soon.
I cannot wait
Yes,
because people can see like these are my jewelry. And
yeah.
it's so funny. When I was in Ghana, I had so much beads, but I never made any jewelry because I was too busy sewing. And then COVID was when finally I started working with my cowrie shells and my beads.
Exactly.
And, and personally, I cannot wait to get all my stuff back in Ghana. I've told Fuller already, find me a house in Kukrobite because
You
I don't want to
would get
drive some
cock
2 hours to come and see you. I want to be round the corner.
Cockrovite is amazing. You will love it. I was on the
I
beach
will.
today and it's priceless.
Yes,
It's
yes, yes.
priceless. Yeah,
So yeah, so Fu, after we finish, please pictures of the new necklaces
okay.
and everything because yeah, Fu does. I have some of her cowbone rings in the UK, but I don't have many in the UK. So
That's
we'll
right.
make arrangements to have more. Um, because also I'm doing a pop-up shop in Kentish Town. I've just agreed that I'm signing, I think, on Tuesday. Bye-bye, Abby. Abby has to leave. Yeah, anybody else who hasn't got our details yet, just put your details in the chat so that I can send you the price list. By tomorrow, I should have the photographs of the jewelry as well from Fulira, and I'll be sending that and the prices. Someone asked about the stools. So are you asking about the Asante stools? Or what do you say? Yeah. Will you like want to include the wooden stool? Ah, the wooden, is that
The Unity.
the Unity, which
The
is
Unity.
like a
Okay, so
table leg?
yes, it's a Unity. So you
Yeah.
can wrap it as one and you can set it out and it's a table. You can put a glass or put
Yeah.
a basket on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
So
They
I send you that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And I will add that the Unity products that you get in Accra, and looking at that one, the quality
Oh,
is
yes.
much better than the Art Center, Accra
No,
Art
you can't
Center.
compare.
Yeah, it's a
You
totally
can't compare.
different.
I had never seen them with the back of the head flat like this.
Yes,
It was
yes.
amazing when I
Yeah,
saw it.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a real Asante thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're able to show one of Emmanuel's
The
paintings.
paintings. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go to Emmanuel's paintings. So
yeah.
that is right there.
And anything by Ninoy. I
Yes,
don't know if
the
you have
mirror.
anything by
So
Ninoy there.
this is a painting
Yes.
by, I have to twist. So this is Emmanuel's painting.
Yes. Absolutely
Okay,
stunning
and this is
artist.
Ninoy. Then my light is not so clear, but this is a
Okay.
mirror from Ninoy. You can see.
Yes. Yeah. And
So I
he
got
does
this mirror from
tables.
Ninoy.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff,
That's
tables,
right.
all sorts.
And this is my mirror.
Yes.
I got this idea from the sun mask to
Yes.
make mirrors with the mask to match
Yeah.
it. So I'll send
And
you
I'm
some
still
pictures
waiting
of
for
those as well.
prices for the sun mask. And I'll be in touch
Yes,
with Emmanuel for prices and pictures of his paintings.
of the
So
paintings. Yeah,
yeah, we're building up slowly to make
right.
sure that we get more and more and more craft workers
To come
stuff
on board.
together. Yeah, yeah. And she just says, are you selling any space in your pop-up shop when you open? Yes, I will be. So I'll put out
And
oh yeah.
just look at this. This is made by a Ghanaian in Krobo. He
Ah,
blows the glass.
yes.
Tete, he's a glass blower. He makes this beautiful vase.
Oh my God, that is stunning.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
photo and price, please.
yes, I will. makes, he blows all of this beautiful.
Oh my God, those are stunning.
Yes. So
Those
he
are
does this
stunning.
right here in Ghana, Tete.
Oh my God, they are
Yeah.
beautiful. They are beautiful. And I've got to say, what's the name of that friend of ours who also he does his own glass beads and then he makes like candle holders. He also sells through Novika. The one who lives in what's it called? Ashidiumu or in Shidie on the way to Ebri. That nice guy, he's a friend of
Ah,
Ninoy's.
oh yes, yes.
His name
Uncle.
is gone from my
Yeah, yeah,
head.
yeah. Oh,
But I need to find him as
I
well.
met him. I met
Yeah,
him. I'll send you his contact.
brilliant. Yeah, he
Oh,
has
yes.
amazing stuff that he
Oh, he's
makes.
great. He's great.
Such a And he not only makes arts and crafts, he also does workshops and he teaches
Yes,
Ghanaians
yes,
how
yes.
to make solar panels. He's making
Yes.
solar panels with recycled glass in Ghana. And these are the people I get so passionate about. And I want everybody to know about them because the
That's
more
right.
we know about what we're doing, we don't have to worry about that other stuff. We can just get on with what we need to get on with between ourselves and let everybody else do what they want to do between themselves. Don't get me started. I'm just taking pictures of the telephone numbers and
That's
things.
right.
Yeah, so I'm going to just quickly have a look on Facebook and see if there's any questions that need to be answered. So, yeah, if you have anything else you want to say,
Dan. His
so
name is Dan. Dan.
Dan, that's it. Yes,
Dan. Yes.
Dan. Yes, yes,
He's
yes.
around. I met him 2 weeks ago.
Ah, brilliant, brilliant,
Dan.
brilliant, brilliant. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so is there anything else you want to tell us? We've got our last 15 minutes. Or
Okay.
guys who are in the chat, if you actually want to undo your thing and just make a comment or ask a question, just undo your audio as well. You know, you don't have to just be typing.
Quiet. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that there's so
Oh no, your audio. Ah, Charlie. Okay, while
much
we're waiting.
here.
Ah, you're back. Say that again. Sorry.
So I'm saying we have a lot that the world hasn't seen. Even
Yes.
in Ghana, there's a lot in Ghana that a lot of Ghanaians haven't seen.
Yes.
So
Oh, the audio keeps coming out.
new opportunities for new artisans who are making amazing things
Yeah, 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 yeah,
so that
yeah.
we can show So we have a lot. We still have a lot that we haven't discovered yet.
Yeah.
And people have had bad experiences with doing business in Africa and in Ghana.
Mm.
But there's always that one more moment
Mm-hmm.
for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
As the saying goes, if you fall and you stay lying down, everybody sees that you've fallen.
Yeah.
But if you fall and you stand up immediately, the people who comes a minute later wouldn't know that you fell. So there's so much. Let's trust the process,
Mm.
and not to say that you should trust us with your all, but we've been doing this for a while now.
Mm.
I have sold to people I've never met. They don't even know me. They
Mm.
don't have my contacts,
Mm.
but they have been happy with the products because we have stayed true to ourselves.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think that's one of the things is when I look at my parents' generation who have so many of these stories, hey, I was in Ghana and then they did this and then they did that. It's because they didn't know the right place to go, the right person to trust their money with. You know, you're going to build a house and you give you the money to your nephew. Does your nephew build houses?
No.
And this is the thing, you want to buy arts and crafts or natural products, approach the Ghana Export Authority. They will give you a list of the trusted companies. You know, there are the associations. So that's really what I want to get out there for people to know is there is a way of finding the information and the people who are, this is their business, not somebody round the corner whose brothers, sisters, uncle can, you know, they go to Bulga so they can get you shea butter and then they turn up with something and you're thinking, what is this? So we have the Shea Butter Alliance, we have ATAG, we've got the Ghana Export Authority, even the Ghana Tourism Office helps with export. They can help you. So Carol says, Akua and Flira, I agree with you. Ghana is so exciting with these natural, sustainable, hugely creative, exciting developments. And I agree that we do need to move forward positively as a people power. As a people, power to you both in your enterprises. I hope to do some business going forward. Thank you so much, Carol. I really, really, I mean, one day this came to me when I was in Ghana, and my thing was, you know, there's always the story of the transatlantic slave trade, and it's a triangle when you see the movement of our people. And when I think of trade between ourselves, I go back to we're a circle, and we're a circle once again of moving around the planet in our world, you know, making the whole world our world, because we are everywhere. There's Africans everywhere, and once the channels are open and we can see how we can trade, we just need to keep trading with each other. And my ambition is to take a container to Jamaica and then return.
that would be that would be great. I mean, you know, I just nearly fainted when I saw the jewelry that Flira produced, because, you know, I am also a performer and I love to wear, you know, really beautiful statement jewelry like that. So I was like, oh, I need that. But also I work as a holistic healer as well. So I'm a qualified aromatherapist, reflexology, Reiki, you know, there's a whole range of modalities. And I just, when I saw you advertise this today, I'm interested in those carrier oils because it means I can, you know, get good quality carrier oils and be, you know, trading directly with Ghana and the artisans, and but also getting a good quality product. So that's why I came today, and I've been very inspired and enthusiastic about it. And you know, thank you both for sharing today. And you know what you were just saying, Akua, you know, it is that African Renaissance, it's that circle. let's carry on with it. Let's keep going. Thank you so much. Beautiful things.
Oh, thank you. And Carol's like a long time person on the Fire from the Sun, soon to be a guest. I've just been so busy with the shipping that I haven't been doing the show, but I'm going to start it up again in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, Carol's going to have to be a guest on there. And it's all for me, and for, I think, for us as melanated people, it's all connected. Nature, spirituality, working together, that partnership. You know, I learned so many beautiful things traveling with Fulira. You know, it was just such a, you know, my sister from another mother, you know, just eating together, keeping our money together, looking after each other's stuff, looking after each other's children. You know, it's and this is how we've always been, and we haven't lost it. I think there's stories to try and make out like we've lost who we are, but we haven't. When you look deeply enough, we're still doing it in our little pockets. So yeah, the longer, the deeper, the better.
That's right.
Hi, Akua. Can I ask a question? This is Ego.
Yes. Hi, Ego.
Hi. So thank you both for an amazing session. I'm just completely blown away. I've been in love with Ghana for such a long time. The first time I visited was in 2000. My best friend's Ghanaian, and I lived there for 2 years, a few years ago. I fell in love with the arts, and I used to travel around to, you know, like artisans in different parts. I visited the remote parts of Ghana every weekend when I was there. That's why I mentioned Krokrobite Beach, because, you know, I did all the beaches.
Yeah.
So the question I have is around, so two questions. The first one is, are there opportunities to invest with the artisans? That's one question. You know, because I'm in love with everything you talked about, Fulera. Thank you so much for that. And I would actually also like to not just invest in the artisans, but also get some products, right? So the question is there a minimum order quantity for these products? And will you share that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all in the product list.
Awesome.
All the minimum quantities are there. So when I send it to you, you will see. And yeah, and we also have, so I've now got to add the smaller containers that Fulera showed us. So we've got like the bulk 1 liter, 5 gallon. But we've also now got the like 100 ml, 250 ml, 500 ml. So there's a wider groups that you can buy depending on how you want to sell things.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this session.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, whoever wants to jump in, just unmute yourself and jump in.
Good evening, Akua.
Good evening.
Hi, it's Caroline here. Sorry. I came on very late towards the end, so I didn't get a chance to see most of the stuff. Sorry about that. But what I saw at the end, it was very lovely. And thank you very much for putting this together. I know you mentioned you'd like to take a container to Jamaica. That would be great, because that would definitely be going. That would be nice, because I'm sure there are lots of upcoming, you know, like skincare people there in Jamaica who are making skincare products. And I think the monies that they are paying for like the shea butter there for, you know, to import it is quite expensive. So, you know, maybe we can have a talk on that as well.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes. And seeing that this meeting is being recorded, are you going to make it available so that others can see it?
Yes, I'm going to put it on YouTube. So when we finish, actually, I'm going to upload it straight away to YouTube. I'm not going to, I mean, I might cut off. I think there was a bit near the beginning where we were waiting to come on, but I pretty much upload it straight away onto YouTube.
Okay.
And it will stay on my page on Facebook. So it's still on my page on Facebook anyway, and that's all the videos are there on my page on Facebook anyway.
Okay, one other question. You know the list that you sent before, is that list still valid, or is
Yes.
there a new list? It's the same list.
It's the same list, but there's new products that I need to add on, and I've been a bit slow. So the smaller bottles are what's not yet on the list. So when we finish today, I'm going to quickly do actually a separate one for the new products, and I'll just put that. Are you on the WhatsApp group?
On your WhatsApp group?
Yeah. Are you on the Ghana Shipment WhatsApp group? If you're not, put your number in the chat, and then I'll add you to the WhatsApp group.
I will message you my number.
Okay.
Because that's how I got the link here. I'll message you my number.
Brilliant.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. So all right then. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I see we have Councillor Vanessa Boati. Her order just came through, I think it was last week for you, Flira.
Yes.
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 Hello, sister.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Akua, for my namesake, for putting this up. I'm doing a lot of work with black soap and turmeric and stuff like that. I've just launched my body wash, which I have, which I'm trying to put in the stores to see how we can also promote the body, our African black soap, because what I've realized is that, like you said in the beginning, Akua, was that we need to start looking back into our heritage, especially those of us who are outside Ghana, the shores of Ghana. I've lived in Ghana practically all my life. I relocated into the UK some 10, 11 years ago. So, I know about black soap, I know about shea butter, I know about the richness of, the things that we take for granted back home. I was just reading, was it 2 days ago, about the benefits of palm kernel oil. And that is something that I think you should also look into, because the benefits of palm kernel oil is healthier in cooking. I think it's something that we should all look into, and trying to make sure that we use our indigenous products for our skin, because of our children who are prone to things like eczema and porous skin problems and what have you, because of the hardness of the water here and things like that. So, Fulera, well done. I've heard of your name. I didn't know the person. Before I even came here, I've heard of Fulera, but I didn't know it was you. So, but I've seen all the work, and I'm very interested in the candle one, the candle and the candlestick. So maybe I'll talk to you about that maybe sometime soon, and then we'll look at it. But well done, and thank you again for making this possible, because you are aware of the hurdles that we have dealing with people back home, and you have just taken off like a yoke off my neck. You don't know. I think I'll call you and discuss that with you sometime later. But I think I really, really appreciate you, and I say kudos to what you are doing, and God willing, we would move this further. Like you said, we instead of the triangle, we are going in circles, and it's going to be in circle by God's grace. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Thank you. And that's perfect.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. It's Samuel.
Hi.
Hello. I just wanted to say congratulations for a wonderful opportunity to witness what you guys are doing. It's phenomenal. For a long time, we've been looking for even the simple export from Ghana to the UK seemed to have been a challenge. You've solved a major problem for a lot of us. And, everybody's thinking, oh, go ship, dump on motherland, bring abroad and dump on the motherland. And here we are, we're saying, no, we are going to help to build the motherland by exporting, focusing on that essence. Is absolutely fantastic. And the other thing for me that I'm excited about is the opportunity to be able to work with yourselves. And mind you, any brothers and sisters here, in the issue of something that Flora touched on very lightly in a passing way, but for me, very important. And that was the issue of African spirituality. Absolutely crucial for me. And so when Akua talks about respecting the tree, and she does prayers and all this stuff, that's exactly what we've been looking for. And I would like to develop this with yourselves, because I say to you, as the Christians who know, they say, thee that is within you is greater than thee that's in the world. But the bit about, recently, the...
Thank you, Carol.
Recently...
Carol just has to leave. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, okay, sure. Recently, two foreigners were caught dealing in prospecting gold mining illegally in Ghana. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they were caught was because they're foreigners. They did not understand and respect the local spirituality about not going to the farm on a certain day. Those foreigners were the only two who went to that farm that day. And the soldiers called them illegally mined on that day. You see? So our spirituality does work when we observe and respect it, And so I just want to say it's fantastic. What I've heard so far is pretty good. And I look forward to us working together. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll be speaking, Samuel, to arrange everything with your things that are also going to be coming in the shipment. Yeah, so that's fantastic. So great. Thank you, everybody. Just having a quick look on Facebook just to see if there's anything else, but I think I've said all the questions. No, we are fine. There's no more. So thank you, everybody who joined us on Facebook. Thank you, everybody who joined us via Zoom. And it will stay on my page. So my page on Facebook is akua.ofosuhne7. And I will upload this also onto YouTube. And Fulira will have it also on her pages as well. And we'll be sharing it far and wide. And we just encourage you to also share everything far and wide. Any closing words from you, Fulira?
I thank you. We are grateful, very grateful for the response. And I can feel within my spirit the trust. And so we also take that responsibility on our shoulders to make sure that we work together with everybody. We get the motherland across the sea to every part of the world, and other to promote. I see this as humanity. This is a service to humanity when we use nature to heal the body. And for that reason, I tell people, my purpose to serve humanity is what I have been blessed with in my hands, my skill to make skincare that can touch people's lives. And for that sake, we have to stay very truthful to what we do, very important. And so I am so grateful that you all took time off your busy schedules just to listen to us. And I believe this is going to go way, way bigger than we are discussing now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Akua. Thank you for the unconditional love. Thank you for that big sister I never had. I am so grateful. And I always tell people, I know the day you arrive in Ghana and I say, this is Akua, people are going to say, oh, this is Akua. Because I say to everybody, I said, if there's one person that I can put my money together with, it's Akua.
Yeah.
And everybody is wondering, who is Akua?
Yeah.
And so I am grateful we found each other, and I'm grateful that we are going to serve humanity together.
Yes, very, very, very well. So thank you, everybody. We will do another one. Fulera will sort it out. It'll just be a much shorter one, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, a much shorter one, maybe just 30 minutes. So if you have any questions, my telephone number is in the chat. Just send me a WhatsApp. I can add you to the group. I can start sending you all the other products and everything, and we'll do a shorter one if you start sending me your questions, and I'll send them to Fulera, and we'll just keep everybody updated of everything as we go forward. So maybe even the next time the stuff is going to Rosemary, maybe even the driver can even film that process of the boxes going into the warehouse and all of that stuff. I want people to really see how it works. But anyway, we've talked enough. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Fulera. Thank you, everybody who spoke. And see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.